Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to TTMS special number 27. Hope you guys having a good day, a great day. What is up, guys? What's good, killers? I see some of you guys are ready to talk that shit already, and I love it. Absolutely love it, guys. Ooh, yeah, I'm tired, guys. Your boy's tired. Your boy's done two podcasts, late podcasts, Monday and Tuesday. Long ass nights. Look at the eye bags. Look at that shit. Your boy's tired, but listen, when it's time to talk that shit, it's time. No matter what, be doing it full out. Now, guys, before I get into it, let me give a shout out to some of the homies. We got Xcoin, Doggy Dog 420, the Hooded Canuck, Why So Serious, Big Boy Mike, T Pain's in the chat. Who else do we have? We got the homie Adidas 20. What's good? I was just on the phone with him. Shout out to him. Apollo Cooper, what's going on, play? Louis Hanamaz, Sarcastic Taurus, what's good, playboy? I hope you well. We got Source Squatching as well. Ozzy, what's going on, player? Taral Smile, Smitty Smith, K-Do, what's going on, player? Surgeon of Death, Unicorn, Unicorn Cococho. What's going on, player? What's good? I'm a bit tired, but listen, we're gonna have some fun. We will have some fun. Poking Clams, Joey Crack and Abdul, what's going on, player? 9 lives in the chat. Hail Hydra, it's been a minute, player. Hope you've been well. Xavier, what's good? Enzo, Mo B, Kenneth Williams, General Spartan 27, Dusty Turtle, Cat Walker, TTS player, hitting the field goals, Blunts. I'm good, playboy. What's good? Jamil, what's going on? What is up, man? Primus Gamers in the chat. What's going on, killer? Mine 5, Trey Frizzy, what's good? God Soul, what's going on, player? Hope you well. Now, before we get into it, guys, hit that like button. And let me get this super chats. We got the homie Adidas 20 with a 10. He's meant to say 2024 is going to be a bloodbath. But I think he's talking about 2004 as well at the same time. We'll talk about it, player. We'll definitely talk about it. Shout out to you, player. Smitty Smith with a 5. What's good, Sean? You killed it with C Money and Doodle. Salute, bro. The Book of X. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you guys coming by and supporting us, supporting me and the homies there as well, talking that shit. Had a lot of fun on C Money and Doodle's channel yesterday. Your boy became the champ, but we see how long that lasts for. But yeah, it was a long night. I was tired, bro. Really tired. Byron Morse, what's good? Razor Ultron. Hope you well. What's good, man? Yeah, Eric Jack, listen, it's going to be a lot of fun. No matter what, the way the generation is moving forward right now, what we've been seeing from the Xbox camp, people are saying, I might play it, it's about a 10-minute clip, but we'll break it down. People are saying Microsoft are releasing too much games, announcing too much games right now. That's what people are talking about. Microsoft is announcing too many games. You hear that shit? That's crazy to me. Javier over there, member for 15 months. Salute to you, playboy. All of a sudden, MF's not wanting games because it's on Xbox. I'm also seeing a whole lot of year-rounder posts on Twitter from ponies. Wonder why? Yeah, they ain't doing shit, bro. They ain't doing shit. 9 Lives, I got a clip up. We'll talk about it, bro. I might do that for the last 10 minutes of the show, so I'm going to break it down. That's what I want to talk about. But shout out to you guys in the chat. How do I look? Let's see. Let me look at the chat 1 second. Because you know what's weird, though? Even though I'm looking at the screen here, sometimes the lighting's different on the phone. Let me drop the lighting down a bit. Let's see if that makes a difference. 1 second. Yeah, G-Style, what's going on? Chicken Eye 210. What's good? Let me put the lighting up. There we go. Anyway, guys, I'm Al Kafaji. What's good? We got Booker D in the chat. You're Mr. 6K Gaming. You POS. But anyway, guys, let's get into the first topic. Starting with IGN. Them piece of shit IGN. You know, last week they were talking that shit. Last week, when the Game Awards happened, everybody was shook, including IGN. Am I a pony now? I'm not sure, Carl Weeb, are you? Raiden Blades in the chat. IGN, whilst they were watching the Game Awards, you know, there's a clip out there. I'm sure some of you guys got to see it. Yeah, Raiden Blade, shout out to you, bro, man. Shout out to you. Let me know if the stream's working. Big boy Mike was good, yeah. Now, IGN guys, they were talking that shit a week ago or so. We'll get to the cancelled Game Pass stuff, but I want to pull this clip up. This clip was at the Game Awards. This is where every time IGN that does something, they will never give Xbox credit. And I feel like no matter what, when the opportunity comes to shit on Xbox, they'll just do it no matter what. And this is last week. IGN's been doing this shit for a minute. But I just want to talk about this from last week to like today, as of yesterday.
In 2024, having Hellblade 2 and Stalker 2 would be enough for Xbox.
No, they're going to have more than that, of course.
Well,
yeah.
but
We've
don't
also,
know.
I mean, they've also teased Fable. We got that.
Yeah, but I just don't think it's coming in 2024
Probably
is all. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Starfield expansion is also
that one.
slated. Shattered something. But I think that would hit in 2024.
Yeah.
That could get a tease tonight. And we're all worried about the player numbers going down. So.
I mean, they have.
I'm being sarcastic.
Nope, they have.
Well, yeah, it's a single-player game. Okay. So, yeah.
All right, we have got to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll be talking about even more.
My bad, I was muted. Sorry, my bad. A single player game. A single player game, guys. Dustin's out there having a time, just messing about, trying to make a joke, being sarcastic. And he talked about. Yeah, no, I should be okay now, guys. I should be okay. He talked about Starfield. It's got a DLC coming next year. And he talks about he's being sarcastic because people start running with the Starfield numbers are dipping. What did that pony do? Yes, they are. Of course they are. Even though Dustin came and said, I'm only joking. The guy goes, yeah, but that's what's happening. It's a single player game. This is a single player game. What do you expect to happen? You expect the numbers to stay the same forever? That's the type of shit I'm talking about IGN. IGN, Dustin, whatever you want to call him, he might be a bit different, but listen to me. Maury said the Xbox, don't worry about it, we'll get to that part. We'll get to the part. He's talking about Starfield. What do they run with? The numbers are dipping. And on top of that, they talk about 2024. Let me pull this forward. They talk about 2024 like they don't know what's coming out in 2024. Are they for real? You got big games coming out next year. If it's Hellblade, Avowed, possibly another game like South of Midnight. But they always misread the chat. I don't know why do they downplay like 2024? I don't get it what it is. But what was crazy about this, that wasn't the only thing that IGN did. IGN, I believe it was yesterday or day before yesterday. If that was not enough about shit talking about Xbox, IGN, Xbox Zoom in. IGN did this article yesterday. And guys, would you take a look at this shit? I wake up in the morning, getting ready for work. Log into Twitter, see what's going on the Twitter feed. And then I see this shit. I'm like, wait a minute. What in the blue hell is going on here? What's going on? What's going on here? This can't be for real. This must be a fake account. Nope. When I seen that gold stamp, I was like, you piece of shit. You pigeon-chested hoes. You're out here talking about Xbox 2024, talking about Starfield last week at the Game Awards. Today, you're talking about how to cancel your Xbox Game Pass subscription. Do you see this shit? People, when I look at this shit, I'm like, what is the point of this article? Where did this come from out of nowhere? Here's how to cancel your Xbox Game Pass. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, guys. You guys have talked about this. Why are they talking about canceling Game Pass? You look into it even further and you see like the person writing it. I'm like, what are they trying to do? What are they trying to achieve when they put an article like this? Is it that bad that when it comes to Xbox, because Xbox has been killing it this year, when it comes to the games, when it comes to the Xbox Game Showcases, Tokyo Game Showcase, the Game Awards, closing a massive deal, the ABK deal, for $70 billion. Is this what's it about? That, do you know what? Xbox is doing good, but no matter what, we gotta take the piss out of Xbox somehow. We gotta do something. Let's do an article talking about let's cancel Game Pass. And guess what? The people on Twitter went after them, called them out for that shit, talking about what is the point of this article? Media bias? Media tax, whatever you want to call it? Is there any point of something like this, guys? Like, let me put this down for a second. Was there any point of that? Putting an article like that out? Let's honestly, guys, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. The way Xbox is moving right now, the way they're moving right now. Why is the lighting a bit off? There. The way they're moving right now. What's going on, Jigga J? What's good, Mitchy Poo, Crispy Bomb? What's good, player? Make it make sense to me. What is the point of that article? That's the funny thing about this. This is what you gotta understand. We know for a fact that IGN is a piece of shit. But every single time, no matter what, Xbox can do a great thing. A fantastic thing. But somehow, someway, IGN will find a way to downplay that shit. And what did they do? The article. Do you know what? Xbox had a great showcase, a great turn up at the Game Awards. So we can't talk about that. But let's talk about this. How to cancel your Game Pass subscription. I'm like, yo, are you for real? And what's funny about this, people call their punk asses out. They got so much pressure that they had to put a PlayStation article out then, talking about how to cancel your PlayStation subscription service. That's how bad it got. If people didn't call them out, they would have left it. But because they got the ass kicked, people went after them, called them out for that bullshit. They decided to put an article out about PlayStation cancelling your PlayStation Plus. That's what I'm talking about. This shit's wild to me, man. IGN, let me get these super chats. The forgotten one with the 10. What's going on, Playboy? He goes, what up, Sean? What's up, Playboy? What's good? We got Adidas 20. He goes, ignorant gaming nitwits. Facts, bro, with the 2. Shout out to you, Playboy. You know, IGN, like Jigga J, you talking about IGN just doing to stay in the conversation. They don't pay attention. It's not about paying attention. They know exactly what they're doing. It's good. Nyla's block them, block them. But obviously, I need the articles. I want to talk shit. So here we are. Maurice Branch was good. Kristen R. Hi Rose in the chat. What's up, player? Amal Cavity, you're right about that. Game Pass is available in a lot of places, and we're going to talk about VR. We will talk about that dog shit PlayStation VR probably next after this IGN stuff. But honestly, Xbox, when it comes to Xbox, yeah, the Quest, Crispy Bomb, yeah, the Quest. When it comes to Xbox, they can have a perfect year. But you're gonna get guys like IGN. You're gonna get pony bots and ponies. Somehow, someway, complain about it. Now, do you know what? Xbox should have done this. Hell, when it came to the, I'll transition into this next. When it came to Blade, what did they complain about? Where's the Xbox logo? That's what they complain about. I'm gonna mention that, guys. I will mention that. Let me pull something because I want to find something. Because it's crazy to me. Because no matter what, guys, I feel like the media will never give them credit. Honestly, they'll say one thing, but somehow, someway, they know how to do it. They know how to do it, bro. Trust me. Like this is another clickbait. You look at this shit. Let me pull this up here, guys. What's going on, Nico, Lad, Big Bad Mo? What's good, players? You know, I really do believe, guys, when it comes to Starfield, because that was supposed to be a multi-plat game, and was supposed to come to the PlayStation, because Phil went to Todd Howard and took that game away from PlayStation, I feel like they hurt. These guys are hurt, though. They will shit on Starfield no matter what. They will add to it. This is what I'm talking about. No matter what. They're going to shit on it regardless. Because Starfield was supposed to be on the PlayStation 5. Because they deserve Starfield. They deserve the game's PlayStation. IGN, once again, coming out talking about Starfield multiplayer modders, they leave the project. The game is boring. IGN knows what they're doing. Talking about Starfield numbers, talking about a Starfield DLC, numbers are going down. The follow-up, they do a follow-up with the multiplayer modders said this is boring. Amit Kumar, you're 100% right, player. 100% right. They're still talking about that game till this day. Starfield's been out for 3-4 months, and they're still talking about this game. Let me pull up something else, guys. And that's the guy's company. The guy was the PlayStation dude. I don't remember now. That's why we keep talking about IGN and these guys. When the homies talk about media bias, and I know when people talk about the Xbox tax, but like when we talk about media bias, I just feel like Xbox is definitely on a different level. They look at them differently. They judge different, and they will have to do much harder to get the media to like them. And the problem is with that, guys, the media will not like them. Do you know why? Because they're taking games away from the PlayStation 5. That's why they're buying up publishers and developers. They don't like it. Microsoft is the big bad company now. Even though how many times we talk about last gen, Xbox needs to do better. Xbox needs more games. Xbox needs to invest into themselves, into the gaming hub. Now, lads, I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that play in a bit. After all of that, they done all of that. Xbox needs to do better in Japan. You see what's been happening with Japan. I'll probably keep that for TTS. But this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm getting at. I feel like no matter what, it's going to happen. Xbox can have a perfect year. The best Xbox game showcase ever. The best looking games, the best playing games in 2024. What will they say? What will the media guy says? What will the big YouTubers says? Even some pony bots will say the same shit. Xbox needs to do better. Xbox Xbox needs to do better. And I don't like the way Xbox is done. The way Xbox does these things, like dropping his games or dropping the games in Game Pass, I don't like it. Razor, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate that, bro. VT Feeds, what's good? I go, what is up, play? But this is what I'm talking about. I feel like when Phil Spencer, do you remember when Phil Spencer gave this interview out in the roundtable about ZeniMax games?
If we're an Xbox customer, the thing I want you to know is this is about delivering great exclusive games for you that ship on platforms where Game Pass exists. And that's our goal. That's why we're doing this. That's the root of this partnership that we're building, and the creative capability we will be able to bring to market for our Xbox customers. It's going to be the best it's ever been for Xbox after we're done here.
What did Phil Spencer say? If you're an Xbox fan, a customer, I want you guys to know. I hear you guys. I understand what's been going on. You supported me. You trusted me. We're in 2024 right now, guys. We are moving into 2024. Phil knows that, listen, after all of that shit talking from PlayStation wanted to take out Xbox. PlayStation does their marketing deals are crazy. Taking away games. Multi-plat games, sorry. Phil knows, he goes, you know what, it's time to kill these bitches. This is time. So when he acquired ZeniMax, I want you guys to understand, this is for you guys who's supporting me, who's been a day one Xbox guys. That's what Phil's talking about there. I never understood why people still don't understand. With that interview out there, Phil's telling you, when it comes to the ZeniMax game, brand new games, besides the legacy games, they're going to be exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem. Now, if Game Pass goes to PlayStation, you get to play it there. But that will never happen. Because PlayStation gamers who like to buy their games will not be buying their games on the PlayStation Store. What will they be doing? Renting them out in Game Pass. Imagine not paying $70 to the PlayStation Store and paying $11.99 on Game Pass. PlayStation will never allow that shit to happen. Trust me on that. They will lose so much money because so many games that's available on PlayStation comes to Game Pass, and people gotta pay $60 to $70. Where on Xbox Game Pass, you're paying that as part of your Game Pass. So that would never happen. So when it comes to the ZeniMax games, which I will transition into the Blade stuff, all of their games, future games, will be exclusive. The old legacy games, you're going to get updates for like Fallout 4, Elder Scrolls 6. You'll get the updates. You probably get the next gen update for free as well. You will get that. But do not complain. They acquired ZeniMax for $7.6 billion. And they want to make sure the games you get from that team is for us guys. For us Xbox fans. Illegal Dad, I appreciate it, bro. We'll see if we can stay on top for a bit. That's what we're talking about here. So let me make a transition to Blade. Because this shit was interesting, guys. You know, when it comes to Blade, let me see, where's this shit now? Where's this shit? You know, when it comes to Blade, a lot of people, and I feel like a lot of people don't know, like the bubble we know like ZeniMax is owned by Xbox, Microsoft. And we know, like, when it comes to certain games, they won't be available on PlayStation. And that's what it is. Now I'm going to play a clip, and I feel like a lot of people, what's going on, Jay Evans, what's good, Playboy? Jeremy Brown, what's good? Abdul, what's good? Now, when it comes to this, guys, I want to show you something. Where is this stuff here? Shout out to the homie Polar FC. I'm going to play this clip here.
Lock up tight now. Night's just getting started.
So, like I said, my question is just like how it's we were told that the Wolverine game that's supposed to come out is connected to the Spider-Man games. It's part of the same world, same universe. With Peter and Miles.
Oh yeah?
And you know,
oh yeah?
And Craven and all. What we experienced, right? Is this gonna be in the same vein? You know, is just Blade another character that's just gonna be connected to the Wolverine Spider-Man gaming universe, I should say. There you go. I would rather have wanted to see gameplay. Just from the look of it, from this trailer, I was getting like Spider-Verse vibes. Just kind of like how they tried to like where is it?
That shit up.
Like just like in here, like it's just something about it just gave me like Spider-Verse vibes. Like even like just how the characters are designed, how the hands are modeled, even down to like Blade's footwear. Like, you know, like I don't know. But it could just be me. Maybe I'm just overthinking and overanalyzing.
Maybe it is.
Graphically, it's okay. You know? But we'll see how they do, because you know, something like this, you know, we'll get another trailer. But hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It definitely has my interest just because I want to see what they do with this game. I don't think we've ever had a Blade video game. He's been in video games like
back in the days only.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and I think he was in Ultimate Alliance 2.
Now, guys, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about guys in general. Automatically put begging, but I feel like people just don't know. When they see the Marvel Blade, what did he say there? Is this going to be part of Spider-Man and Wolverine? Is that what's going to be part of? Sasiko, 100%. Was there a trailer for that game? Gameplay for that game? Nope. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of these dudes in their heads, and we got to see a lot of guys' reactions. We did videos. Me and the homie did some videos about people getting shook from the Marvel Blade game. And people didn't understand, like, wait a minute. This is Bethesda. Xbox owns it, but a lot of people still don't understand that. They feel like this is connected to the Spider-Man games. That's the shit I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Automatically, they're thinking it's connected to the Spider-Man games. This is part of that universe. They don't know shit, these guys. But what's even crazier is when people know shit. When people are in this community talking that shit, doing the console war like us guys here. That's what makes me laugh. When them guys are talking about this game is coming to PlayStation, even though they know ZeniMax, Bethesda, the Arcane Leon is associated with Xbox. Them are the same guys are talking shit, but for some reason they keep port begging. Like this guy may be innocent to that shit. He's got a PlayStation top, so obviously he's dumb anyway. They're busy working them street corners with their pigeon chest out. But the guys on Twitter talking that shit, acting, begging, hoping, praying, sticking their chest out, saying that game is going to be coming to PlayStation no matter what. It's not going to be an exclusive game. That makes me laugh. Now let me pull up some receipts quickly before I continue. Where are we? Xbox zoom in. Look at this here. This dude here now. Smoke Capone. You see this shit? What exclusive? I know you're not talking about Blade. Dudes out here talking about, what are you talking about exclusive? I'm sure you're not talking about Blade. Heck, the macho mans out there talking that shit. You think it's coming to the PlayStation 5? That dog shit, big bitch of a console PlayStation 5? Let me scroll up. Yep. Look at that arrogance. Look at that cockiness I'm talking about. Here he replies back and says, yep, it's coming to all platforms. This is the shit I'm talking about. Ponies out here on Twitter actually believing that this game, because it's a Marvel IP, will be coming to all platforms. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. And it gets worse because you got more ponies out here saying the same shit. Let me pull this up. You got this guy here. Let me have some water before I continue. Nick Marcel. You piece of shit. You dumbass piece of shit. You know better. You do the console war on Twitter. You are in this bubble. And you are still coming out, tweeting, talking about this is going to be glorious on that dog shit, no good bitch of a console PlayStation 6 app. Do you see how cocky these guys are? Arrogant, entitled pieces of shit. Talking about it's going to be glorious on that dog shit future app PlayStation 6. What are they trying to do here? I don't understand these guys. What's wrong with these dudes? Motherfucker, you're in the console space. You do the console war. Don't act and don't pretend like you don't know that that's a first party studio. Because it's Marvel, they're going to put it on all platforms. Because there was no Xbox logo, which we'll talk about. Soon. That's what I'm talking about. This dude's talking about it's going to be glorious on the PlayStation 6 app. Let's continue. Who's next? This here. This is funny. This is hilarious, guys. Now, this dude here named God of Watts. Well, never thought I'll say it, but I guess I'll be buying an Xbox. You all got me with this game. At the bottom, this dude named Sturdy King J. Please stay with PlayStation, bitch! He does not need to stay with PlayStation. If there's a game he needs to play, and the only way he can play that game is on Xbox or PC in the ecosystem, he needs to buy an Xbox to play that game. But your bitch ass is coming out crying like a $2 whore. Please stay with PlayStation. Bitch! When someone wants to play Spider-Man 2, swing to the left, cha-cha-cha. Swing to the left, swing to the right, cha-cha-cha. Call me 007. I have to get a PlayStation 5 to play that game. To play 007. But when it's the opposite, when the shoe's on the other foot, when Blade is exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem, and the guy goes, do you know what? I need to buy an Xbox for this shit. All of you ponies out there, you stinky ass ponies out there, please stay with PlayStation. Bitch! He does not need to stay with PlayStation. he can own an Xbox as well. That's crazy to me. This is not even sad. This is the stupidity, that's it. This is the entitled shit I'm talking about. PlayStation is it. Stay with PlayStation. We ain't staying with shit. As time goes on, guys, as time goes on, it's gonna be the narrative is gonna change big time in 2024. You think this is the only game they got in the pipeline? The big boy Mike with the 5. Shout out to you, Playboy, because Disney said that the Xbox ecosystem is more than enough to make exclusives, and it's up to Xbox to decide which platform it goes to. Hashtag I hate them. That is facts. Them are facts. I'll pull up in a minute as well, bro. You're 100% right about that, Playboy. 100% right about this. Now, talking about port begging. Look at this shit. Play that JTech clip. I need to find. I don't know where it is, bro. Is this Xbox and PC only, Aaron Greenberg? Please tell me this is an Xbox and PC only, or will us PlayStation 5 players get it too, Aaron Greenberg? I didn't see the Xbox logo, Aaron Greenberg. Please tell me, please. I'm begging you, Aaron Greenberg. It didn't have an Xbox logo. Will it come to the PlayStation 5 players too? Bitch! Keep crying. Because that shit ain't coming to the PlayStation 5. What are we doing here? Duran, 100% right. What are we doing here? This is what we're talking about. Asking Aaron Greenberg. Do you remember them times when they said Xbox has no games? Nobody wants to play Xbox games. Look at this shit. These dudes are begging for them games right now. They're begging for Xbox games. And look at this POS here. The one and only Chris Hart. Are you looking at this shit? This is what we're talking about. I don't know what's wrong with these dudes, bro. I feel like these ponies are just straight up stupid, man. These guys are straight up stupid. When it comes to this shit, it's just... What can I say, man? Honestly, what can I say? When I see shit like this, it just makes me laugh. Chris Hart's out here talking about this. And he's talking about new profile pic with the PlayStation logo on the Blade's glasses. Acting like that shit's gonna come to the PlayStation 5. New profile pic. How stupid can you be? Like, low key, yeah, Ozzy knows he's not an Xbox. I think it's just stupid, bro. I feel like these guys are, they're stupid. Like, I look at this, I see these tweets, and I'm like, are you joking? Are you for real? You can't be for real. 9 lives. Next year, we're breaking pony butts and ponies' jaws next year. We're going to destroy them motherfuckers. I don't know what it is. Let me find something as well whilst you guys looking at this. But that's what I'm talking about. I feel like it just doesn't make sense to me sometimes. I look at it and I'm like, yo, is this what it is right now? Let me pull this up here. Because when it comes to, was it Blade? Let me zoom out. Yeah, ponies are begging, bro. They're begging. Let me cancel this. Let me pull this back. When it comes to the negotiating these Marvel IPs right now, people said, let me just pull this up here because this follows up with this as well. I go with the €2. What's going on, Playboy? I thought the ponies had high-end PCs. They're full of shit. That's what they are, I go. They never had high-end PCs. The only high-end shit they got is heels. When they working them street corners, selling their bitch ass for them $70 games. That's the only shit they got. High heels. not high-end, PCs, high heels for working them street corners. That's what they have. But when it comes to negotiating with Disney, all of the people said that this game needs to be on PlayStation to make money. Without PlayStation, this is not gonna sell. Disney would never ever go with that stuff. Bitch! Take a look at this shit here. This is renegotiating the Indiana Jones game. Talking about this. When Phil Spencer and the team Disney Disney met up, they were talking about this. These guys are happy. They still believe that Xbox is still being with Xbox still being one of the bigger marketplaces for games. We didn't feel like we were going to overly worry about exclusive on one platform. Do you see this shit? They believe that the Xbox ecosystem, because it's not tied down to the box only, it's not tied down to the PC only, it's on PC, mobile, cloud gaming, Nvidia Enforcer, GeForce Now, Boosteroid, mobile apps. Like, they believe that this shit here, even though it's not tied down to one box only, they believe the Xbox ecosystem is big enough and they're happy to make the games exclusive with Xbox. That's what they feel. When they look at the plan, when they look at the money, the financials, it makes sense to them. That's what I'm talking about. So if Indiana Jones, if they were happy with that shit becoming exclusive to the ecosystem because they believe the market is big enough for them, for that game to do well, what makes you think that Blade's not going to be the same shit? Chia Walker, 100% right. You're talking about Blade, MetaQuest VR. Game Pass is available on MetaQuest as well. Xena, what's going on, Playgirl? What's good? You look at this information here. This information is provided by the main guys from Disney. They are happy with the plan. They are happy with the exclusive games when it comes to the Xbox ecosystem because they believe that it's good enough to reach the market when it comes to the money, when it comes to the plan, and it makes sense for them. That's what we're talking about here. What's going on, Spoony Love? What's going on, player? I hope you're well, player. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm happy to see this shit. I'm happy to see that Disney, I forgot the guy's name now, is happy with a deal at Microsoft. So if they're happy with that deal with Indiana Jones, what makes you think that Blade is going to be a different story? When it comes to the deal, they're going to be happy. They will present a deal. So this is what we're doing with Blade. This is how we're going to put it out there in the market. We have an Xbox console, we have PC, our Game Pass is available on handhelds, GeForce Now, MetaQuest as well. That's what we're talking about here. So they're happy with that shit. So Blade being exclusive is gonna be awesome. But what was crazy about this, you motherfucking pony bots out there. I remember I said it about 2 weeks ago. I should have pulled this clip up from my show last week. I might still do it. I said to you guys, no matter what, Xbox can have an epic show at the Game Awards. They can show up big time. But you piece of shit ponies, you piece of shit pony bots will still never ever be happy with that shit. And what was the biggest thing out of the Game Awards? Xbox didn't put a logo at the end of Blade. That was the biggest complaint. Xbox should have done that shit. They should have put a logo behind that shit. They started crying. Xbox showed Hellblade. Shit looks incredible. The best looking game I've seen so far. Kojima, some next level shit from that dude. Kojima game is gonna be crazy, guys. Even though I might not like that shit, you can't doubt his talents. That guy's gonna be crazy when it comes to shit like that. The way he's gonna use Microsoft money, the way he's gonna use the cloud tech, It's gonna be mental, that game. Then you come up with Blade from Arcane Leon, a first-party studio. That's what we're talking about here. That's what we're talking about. They were crying about that. Where is the Xbox logo? Where is the official trailer on the Xbox website? Xbox YouTube page. Bitch! I want to show you something here. I'm sorry, my kids are screaming in the background, but I want to show you something here. Globriel, you were one of them bitches as well, crying. One of them bitches crying about the Xbox logo. Oh shit, the page is down at the moment. I don't know what's going on. But as of right now, guys, let me zoom in. Xbox zoom in. Why is it not working for? There it is. As of right now, guys, as of right now, Xbox has uploaded the Marvel Blade announcement trailer on the Xbox channel. Are they happy now? You pony bots, are you happy now? Bitch is there. You complain, oh, why didn't they put it on the Xbox channel? It's there right now. What you gonna say now? What are you gonna complain about now? Well, they should have put it there day one. Bitch! They put it when they need to put it. We give these ponies false hope. We give them hope. False hope. We broke their hearts. We're breaking their jaws. They put it up there right now, guys. It doesn't need to be up there. A couple of days later, it's fine. Bethesda wanted to announce it. Bethesda is a limited run company. They're on the side. They do what they need to do. They market when they need to market. When they need help, they call up Matt Booty and the boys right now. When they need help. But they wanted to announce it. Later on, it'll be on the Xbox page. Is it on the PlayStation page? No. This shit is funny to me, guys. Absolutely funny to me. Because you got some guys talking about, like, oh shit. It was funny to me because someone got tricked or something. Where is this shit? Someone got tricked. 1 second. Let me pull up something. When it came to the Blade trailer, someone pretended that it was available on the PlayStation channel as well. And people were like, yo, Xbox taking an L or some shit. Where is that tweet? I forgot where it is. Where is that shit? Let me pull this up. 1 second, guys. Big Puppy Sensor, what have you sent? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Shout out to the Big Puppy, bro. Shout out to you, player. I was looking for. This is one of the shit I was looking for. Let me pull this up. Shout out to Big Puppy. Look at this shit. Xbox Zoom in Extra. Now, this person named Neo, whatever his name is, I don't know if he got if he got like tricked as well. Someone pretended to put the Blade trailer on the PlayStation channel. Someone pretended to do that shit. And people like this guy named Giga Grind Gamers talking about people like Colt Eastwood said it was exclusive with proof. And he's trying to talk that shit. He's trying to talk that shit. Look at this shit here. Someone pretended to do this shit. This shit was hilarious, guys, because when he clicked that link, it goes to that song, Never Ever Give Up or some shit. I can't remember what it is. That shit was hilarious when I seen that shit. Shout out to you, Playboy, for sending me that. What's this stuff here? Right, that's new as well. If that come out today, I'll talk about it now. This is what I love, guys. When stuff comes out, they don't read. Like, for example, this year as well, this dude here, Xbox Zoom In. This guy named Triple L Combo or some shit. Sorry, Combo, yeah, Triple Combo Gaming. He said the same shit. If you look at this, another L for Xbox. Only to find out when you click that link, it goes to a Rick guy or something, is the video or some shit. That shit is hilarious, guys. It shows you how many people want this game on the PlayStation 5. They want this game on the PlayStation. What's going on, classy gaming girls? What's good? You know, she makes it great. Let me pull up a bit. I'm gonna pull up. That's a great one. I love that shit. Dudes are here talking about Xbox L. Another L for Xbox. Dudes are talking about this shit here. This hurts. It hurts them. Yeah, Rick rolled wherever the fuck it is. That's what we're talking about. Let me get this super chats because I want to talk about this. G-Star Video 2, keep talking that shit, Sean. F these ponies. Shout out to you, Playboy. Shout out to you. Classic gaming girls. What's going on, Playgirl? If Xbox wasn't a threat, they wouldn't be doing all of this shit. That is facts, homegirl. That is facts. They're so worried about Xbox because they're making major moves. That's why they're trying to do all of this shit. Trying to downplay all of this shit. And you know what? It's not going to work because 2024 is going to be a different ball game. It's going to be a different ball game. Trust me on that. Let me find out. You know, this. You're going to laugh at this. Where is that video? If I can find it, I can't. I've lost it now. But if I could find out, I would have shown you guys. Because when you click that link, it goes towards that Rick something his name is. That video music is hilarious, guys. Absolutely hilarious. Now I can't find it, but what's interesting about this, guys, about Blade? Before I move on, Blade. When it comes to Blade, where is this? Have I lost it? Sorry, guys. 1 second. Have I lost it? That is. And you guys are 100% right. When it comes to Blade and Xbox, they're moving big time. Yeah, never touch that. You know which truck I'm talking about. Now, this person here, what's her name? Dana Nightingale. Xbox zoom in. When it comes to Blade, guys, some people said that Blade is in early stages or they're not even started development yet. Yeah. Blade has been worked on for 2 years, guys. For 2 years, Blade has been worked on. Roman Inc. What's going on, player? Xcoin. Devontae, what's good? Blade from January 2022, guys. His name is Rick, yeah, whatever the hell his name is. Rick something. Is 2 years. They've been talking about this game. They've been working on this game for 2 years, guys. 2 years old. Now, obviously, you could get COVID in between, but you could tell they planned this game. They presented a game that they wanted to make to Marvel, to fill on the team probably, and they were happy with it. This is the direction we're going to be going, and this is how we want to make our game. 2 years, guys. It's going to be 2 years next year. In the next month. Next month is going to be 2 years. So I could see Blade around late 2026, early 2027 at best. That's what we're talking about. Well, God of War DLC faces some bugs. Good. So this is awesome to see this stuff, guys. Like Blade, they had this in the works for 2 years. So we could see some in the next 2 years. We could see a good gameplay slice. This is awesome. This is what I like. I'm glad. Like, look, they were working on this game. They had the idea for this game, and I'm glad to see that. You know what? It's been 2 years. 2 years, and this is the game they want to make right now. And we're gonna see this shit. And if it wasn't for COVID, guys, it'll be crazy. COVID took a big hit. COVID definitely took a big hit. That's what it is. So it's awesome to see this game has been in development for 2 years. And I like that shit. And I love it. Blade. The Series X Elite launch title. Maybe. It's possible it could be a launch title. It could be a cross-gen launch title. 100%. It could be. And I love it. That's awesome, guys. That's awesome to see that stuff. Like, Blade, guys. We got a Blade game and people are begging for that shit. They're begging for that shit. Now, let me make a transition, guys. Let me make a transition to this stuff. Talking about VR. What time are we on now? We are 55:15. 55:15. Now, when it comes to somebody took down the video. I'm not sure, bro. Now, when it comes to shout out to the 300 people, yeah, hit that like button, guys. Now, when it comes to VR in general, the homie Chi Wokoba talk sent me this. Xbox zoom in. This is the moves we're talking about. The more Game Pass, the more merrier. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members can play hundreds of games on MetaQuest VR with Xbox Cloud Gaming Beta. Do you see what we're talking about here? I don't know. There's a reason why I'm pulling this up, guys, because it's going to transition into the VR stuff as well. Xbox Zoom in Extra. Now, do you guys understand? This is what makes sense to me. Do you understand why Disney was happy with making Indiana Jones, Blade, and other future titles exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem? Because they believe that the marketplace they got, Xbox is in a big space. Comes to the console space, the PC space, the ecosystem is on multiple platforms. So these guys are happy to make games like Blade, Indiana Jones, and maybe other future titles exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem. So you dumbass ponies out there, you dog shit IGN media articles out there, kiss my ass. Blade, Indiana Jones does not need to be on that dog shit PlayStation 5. We don't need exclusive games like Starfield to be on PlayStation 5. We don't need that shit. We don't need you. Like you said, when Spider-Man 2 came out, you don't need Xbox for that shit. So keep your shit there and we'll keep our shit here. Simple as. That's what we're talking about. Talking about the VR space. Guys, if you got a MetaQuest, go for it. The new one, go for it. Which is awesome. Who's cancelling Game Pass again? Fucks. Long live the Black Mamba. This is what we're talking about here. This is awesome to see. Look at that shit. And this was posted today. That was dope shit. Shout out to the homie Chiwoka for sending me that. Because this is what I wanted to talk about. Because I'm going to transition into the shit here, guys. Because this is funny, guys. Talking about VR. Let's pull it up. Let's go for it. Xbox zoom in. Talking about VR, guys. I'll leave the top one. Look at this Xbox Zoom in Extra. Because I want people to see this shit. I want you guys to see this shit. Let me pull back for 1 second. So these are the PS2 sales numbers for the past month, according to the Amazon sources. Xbox Zoom in Extra so people can see this shit. I want ponies to look at this shit. I want their hearts to be broken when they look at this shit. Let me have some water before I continue talking my shit. Going back earlier this year, we were told that the PlayStation VR 2 is the dog's bollocks. We were told that when PlayStation puts the VR 2 out there, everybody wants it. We were told that everybody's gonna buy it. We were told that this is the best thing ever. It's one of the best the PlayStation VR 2 is one of the best products out there. It's one of the best VRs out there. We were told that this will make MetaQuest look like a joke. It's cheaper than the MetaQuest 3 compared to when it goes to part 3, but MetaQuest 2 was cheaper. We were told this is the premium shit. Hitting the field goals blunt? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Everybody, take a look at this shit. Last month, look at the sales for PlayStation VR 2. 3,000 units, 2,000 units. Compare it to the Meta Quest. 20,000, 50,000, 30,000. I believe there's one more as well on top of that. Sorry. 100,000. The Meta Quest 2. The 128 GB is 100,000 sales. But let's focus on these ones here. Let's focus on these ones here for now. We were told that the Meta Quest will be game over. It's over for them, guys. The PlayStation VR 2 is the dog's bollocks. Look at these numbers. Ponies. Are you looking at this shit? 3,000s, 2,000s. Is dog shit. We told you punk ass bitches that shit was gonna be a flop. And on top of that, that bitch is wired. And on top of that, you need a PlayStation 5, that big bitch of a console. MetaQuest runs its own shit. You don't need a console, you don't need a PC. But if you have a PC, you can boost it. That's what we're talking about here, guys. You guys claim that the PSVR 2 is a success. It's going to be one of the #1 selling PlayStation VR accessories. Looking at this shit, PlayStation VR is a flop. It's the flop. Have you tagged me in something? I'll look at it, bro. Let me look at this shit. What have you tagged me in, bro? Look at this shit. Yeah, we'll talk about that, bro. We'll talk about that. This is what I'm talking about. You guys out there talking about PlayStation VR. Nobody's talking about that shit. Who's talking about PlayStation VR? You ain't got shit. Send that to Mooch. That Mooch won't talk about this shit. Phil was right in 2017. Phil knew PlayStation VR. VR ain't it. Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on buying IPs, buying studios, buying publishers. That's what Phil Spencer did. Phil was right about this shit. When you look at this shit, look at these numbers. PlayStation VR 2 is dog shit. 5,000 sales at best compared to MetaQuest. MetaQuest 2, the 128 GB, has sold 100,000 units. MetaQuest 2, 256 GB, has done 30,000. And Part 3 has done 50,000. Look at the numbers. Men lie. Women lie. Numbers don't lie. This is the shit I'm talking about. And I love it. And I love it. PlayStation VR 2, it's over for you. Shout out to Jim Ryan. Shout out to you, Jim Ryan, for believing that the PlayStation VR 2 is gonna be the shit. PlayStation VR 2 ain't shit. They'd be looking to sell 6-7 million at best. And if they're happy with that, fair plays. Let them be happy with that shit. That's crazy, bro. What's going on, Crispy Rambo? What's good? That's what we're talking about. That ain't shit. PlayStation VR, my ass. Everybody knew that PlayStation VR was going to be a flop from day one, but the only people that did not know, it was these motherfucking ponies. They actually believe that shit's going to be a hit. A success. Same with the PlayStation Portal. It's going to be shit. You're going to sell, but all of the scalpers are buying that shit. So that's the biggest L ever. Let's be honest. That's what we're talking about. Now, talking about L, let's make a transition into this stuff here quickly. Talking about this, what time are we on now? We're on 1:04:50. Look at these numbers. Talking about numbers. Let me pull this up for a second. You know when people made fun out of Call of Duty being the worst, rated game ever? We told you. Bugsy 2110, don't worry about it, player. Adrian Tapes, what's good, player? We told you, no matter what score Call of Duty gets, it's gonna be a monster. I don't give a shit if it's a 50 rated game. Zelda is a 96 rated game. And Call of Duty still smashed the fuck out of it. Destroyed it. Destroyed it. Now, talking about these numbers, let me pull up the chart. Let me pull up the chart for the year. Call of Duty. Look at this shit. This is for the year of 2023, guys. Xbox zoom in. Xbox zoom in. Let me zoom in extra so you guys understand what I'm talking about. The top 10 is there. Call of Duty. An Xbox first party IP. Xbox title. When the Metacritic came out and it was like a 50 something, all of these ponies were laughing. That's the Xbox stench. That's the Game Pass quality. That's what we're talking about here. When Xbox buys something, when Xbox touch something, that's what you get. Bitch! The game came out last month, a month ago or so. Call of Duty is the second best-selling game already. It is the second best-selling game already for the year. Hogwarts Legacy came out earlier this year. Hogwarts Legacy sold a lot of copies. Shout out to Hogwarts Legacy. But Call of Duty is already the best-selling game, the second best-selling game in 2023, guys. What's going on, Web Dave? You said I'm old. What's going on, homie? Web Dave, you best come and take that title next week, bro. You best come and take it. When it comes to Call of Duty, guys, that's a first-party IPs. Do you understand what we're talking about here? Further down you go, Diablo 4 is number 6. It's number 6, Diablo 4. Number 7, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from last year. It's still the 7th best-selling game. Still the 7th best-selling game. Then you got Starfield, the 10th best-selling game. Are you looking at this stuff? This shit is crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. You see this shit? These are first-party IPs. First-party IPs. Out of the 10 games, 4 of them games are the Microsoft first-party IPs. This shit's crazy to me, guys. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, guys. This shit's awesome. And people laugh at this shit. They laugh at this shit. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Diablo 4, Starfield. It's the top-selling game for 2023, guys. That's what we're talking about here now. That's insane. Look at that output. Crazy to me, guys. Let me get this super chat from the homie G-Stal with the 5. Yep, Phil Spencer said Xbox fanboys don't want that. VR is dog shit. Facts, bro. Absolutely dog shit. Facts, bro. Getting back to this. Look at this. Look at this. Where's Baldur's Gate 3? I'm not sure. I don't know where's Baldur's Gate. I think it's digital. I don't know. I'm not sure. Baldur's Gate 3 did like 22 million. I don't know if they count. This must be the console spaces. I don't know. Baldur's Gate 3, I'm not sure if it's digital or something. They don't count it. Honestly, I got no idea where is that game. But looking at this shit here, look at these games. First party games in the top 10. 4 of them are first party games. That's what we're talking about here, guys. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible, guys. Section 8 Gaming, what's going on, player? Larian didn't. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be in the top fucking 10 as well. But it is what it is. But this is awesome to see this stuff, guys. Awesome to see. Look at this list. These are first party games. And it's only going to get better and better and better. This is what we're talking about. Imagine having out of the top 10 games, 4 of them are first party IPs. That is saying something, guys. That is big, guys. And I love it, guys. Absolutely love it. So you PlayStation dudes out there, keep crying like bitches. Straight up. You ain't going to have nothing anymore. You ain't going to have nothing. Now, before I close out, because obviously my kids are crying in the background, so I apologize for the background noise. I do apologize. I'm going to make this the final topic, guys. Let me pull this up. What is this shit? Let me make this the final topic. Because I want to listen. I've not listened to this, guys. So you guys will have the same input as me. Let me make this to the final topic. What's wrong? What's wrong? Come here. Stop crying. Stop crying. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Stop crying. Stop crying. We on screen, yeah? Say hi, yeah? Say hi, yeah? Say hi, yeah? Stop crying. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. 1 second. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Let me finish up. Now, guys, I want to talk about this. Guys out here, PlayStation dudes out here talking about Xbox is announcing too many games and not dropping games. This is what we're talking about here right now. Guys are talking about Xbox is announcing too many games. Too many games right now. How crazy is that? Look at this shit here, guys. Let me go. Look at this shit. Listen to this crap.
Because they still
Yeah,
haven't
at
shown
all.
gameplay to games that they announced 3 and 4 years ago. So the last thing Microsoft should be doing at these shows is showing Blade and new games. Like, dude, and I know that through acquisitions, so they're doing that, but they're announcing games and creating a laundry list of stuff that they're not following up with. Sony, on the other hand,
well,
well, I'm just
you're
saying,
right,
like,
Jez.
Sony, on the other hand, is releasing games, but keeping a very short window for when they announce them. So we don't know what Sony's next level is. But the thing is I think people need to stop misconstruing that Sony's in some sort of trouble, because the thing is that I can tell you right now, just like what Kyle said, the next 4 months, I can tell you exactly what we'll be playing on a Sony. If you could go buy a PlayStation, and you know exactly what you're playing from now until the first quarter. Whereas people are saying go buy an Xbox to go play Blade. It's like, dude, you can't tell me what's coming out in the first 3 months of Xbox next year. So why would you go buy an Xbox for the holiday and you don't have any dates to Hellblade, nothing for Avowed, Blade, whatever, Fable, whatever, Everwild, State of Decay 3, like Perfect Dark, you have no idea when those games are coming out. So why?
Let me pause it there for a second, guys. Do you hear what I'm talking about? What are they playing first party? Exactly, long live the Black Mamba, the homies in the chat. What are they playing first party? Where is factions? Facts. Now they're counting time exclusive and multiplats. That's what they're counting right now. That's what they're counting right now. They're complaining about Xbox is announcing too many games. Like, how is that a problem? Announcing too many games. Please tell me, how is that a problem? Guys are complaining. I remember going back, Xbox needs to announce something. Last year at the Game Awards, what did they say? What did these guys say last year at the Game Awards? Well, Xbox should have announced something. They should have been there. They should have done something at the Game Awards. They came, they announced Blade, OD, Hellblade, and they're still complaining that, well, why are they announcing games? Why are they announcing new games for? That's what we're talking about here. Man, let's continue this, because I've not listened to this. This is my first time as well.
I buy an Indiana Jones. That's right, BV. Indiana Jones was another game.
We don't know when any of these games are coming out.
And
right.
they didn't even announce it as exclusive. It only came out.
Perfect Dark, Fable.
Fable too.
What about Contraband?
Contraband. Contraband. That's another game.
We have no ideas. I think Microsoft
Contraband.
put their foot in my
That's from Avalanche.
I think they put their foot in their mouth by announcing too many games
Too many
at once, because too many at once. And like I said, anything that comes out in 2025 that isn't on the level of Spider-Man, you forget it. You got to be on that level.
Hold on. They're talking about Spider-Man here. They're talking about Spider-Man. Guys, let's run with me here for a second. How is that a problem, announcing too many games? How is that a problem? I don't get it. How is this a problem? Announcing too many games in the future. You gotta be kidding me. Explain that to me. How is that a problem? It just doesn't make sense. Like, they're announcing all of these games, and this is the problem. This is the whole point. This is a roadmap. This is the future of Xbox. At least you know what we're gonna get for the future of Xbox. Like, these are the games we can expect. What is PlayStation roadmap from first party? What games are we getting? The only games you're getting is cancellations. That's what you're getting, guys. Like, these guys are complaining about they're announcing too many games. Like at one point these guys said that Xbox should announce more games. Now they announce all of these games. The future for Xbox is looking brighter than ever. And they're talking about that's the problem. They're announcing too many new games. Like, are we for real, guys? Let's continue this.
You got to be on that level. God of War, Spider-Man, or Last of Us to even be thought about.
Because I see people going like, "Oh, a PlayStation turmoil." I'm like, turmoil. They're telling you, like you said, they got exact dates. You got you got God of War DLC comes out tomorrow, which we'll talk.
DLC. They're capping for DLC. Do you hear that crap? They're capping for DLC. Yo, we got God of War DLC coming. DLC? Yo, that ain't nothing. Yo, nobody's playing The Last of Us. Yo, let me continue this crap.
Talk about. Then you have that's December with your PlayStation. Then January you have Last of Us Remastered 2, Part 2 Remastered.
Last of Us 2 Remastered. They counting that as a new game. You got Last of Us 2 Remastered. It's an update. It's an update. You got Fallout 4 coming with the next gen update. You don't see us Xbox guys talking our talk. It remastered an update. You play that game is 2020. That game I played that game in 2020. And you counting that a next gen update? Like, yo. You don't like it. I don't like it as well. An update. I don't like unicorns, yeah. Okay, cool. That's what I'm talking about. An update. Let's continue this. This is what I wanted to play. Bro, listen. Make it make sense.
Then you got February coming out. Was the Rise of Ronin's in March? Is that in March? The Rise of Ronin?
Yeah, but Final Fantasy 7, Helldivers 2.
With dates and release dates. So you got exclusive games coming to that platform that if you bought a PlayStation, you know exactly what you're playing in the next 4 months. But you go buy an Xbox now for what? You don't even have a roadmap. You just have a list of games with no dates, or you got some with a year on them. But you've seen Microsoft's track record in announcing the next games will come out in 12 months. That's what we were talking about last year.
You know what,
at this time. And they didn't deliver on that.
I think a lot of people aren't talking about either is like, for instance, like with Hellblade, like, as prime example, like that game was more associated with PlayStation than Xbox than it ever was, right? It really didn't get associated with Xbox until Microsoft went and bought Ninja Theory. Because I remember anything I seen from marketing was always PlayStation. And if I'm not mistaken, it was on PlayStation first, and it was kind of like an exclusive launch window, and then it came to Xbox. And people were talking about the game on PlayStation. People were talking about the
PlayStation exclusive, frogs. Yep.
Right, at first. And so I think the only reason people are even talking about Hellblade 2 now is because it's a Microsoft-owned studio, and like, you know, when you guys were talking about it, I didn't say much, but what I do agree. Like, I do think that game is more of the same. I think it's going to be a good game. I think.
Let me pause that for a second. They're talking about Hellblade 2 now. They said the first one associated with PlayStation because it was a time it did come to the PlayStation first. Now, Nine Lives, you guys are 100% right. They are counting time exclusive games right now. And I promise you guys, that's changing slowly but surely. That is changing. When they relied on these time exclusive like Final Fantasy games, slowly but surely that is changing. And they talk about Hellblade's associated with PlayStation. Okay, it came to the PlayStation. The year after that, it came to the Xbox. Simple. Now we own it. That game, the reason why they're trying to downplay Hellblade 2, because they know that game destroys every first-party game when it comes to looks of the game. When it comes to graphics, it destroys every PlayStation first-party game when it comes to graphics. That's what I'm talking about. Let's continue this. And Louis Hennemez, my daughter's name is Leona.
It's just more of the same, and I think it doesn't have maybe the staying power like the first one had. I just don't know if that's what Microsoft needs. I think that the other thing is they can show and I had to think about it. I think they can show these games so early and like how, because they don't care. They're going to Game Pass anyway, whether they're multiplayer or not. Anything Microsoft shows and they're going to help co-develop or so forth is going to Game Pass anyway. So their mentality is, who cares? It's going to be in Game Pass.
And
If it's
maybe
good,
you get
it's
a
good. If it's not,
subscriber
it's not.
now, thinking like, hey, if I subscribe to Game Pass now, I'll eventually get it
I mean,
whenever. Like,
nah,
maybe that's the
you
logic.
know,
I don't know, dude.
I just don't understand
I have no clue.
what market, who I don't know who their
But
marketing
I
is
see
to.
it. Like people
I
are like,
don't.
oh, go buy an Xbox. Like, and it's just like, that's what you want. First off, that's coming off the whole console sales don't matter, but everybody, the first whim of a goddamn exclusive that people may be interested in, they're like, go buy an Xbox, because they want that attraction back to what it used to be. And but in the same breath, they're like, well, the console's not important to them. That's not what it's about. And it's like, well, then why? Because guys, they could come out with 20 amazing games and you don't need an Xbox to buy them. And you could say, well, PlayStation they're going to PC, but the thing is that the difference is that, yeah, you want to wait for Spider-Man to come to PC, you can, but every single one of those Xbox games, you don't even need an Xbox or a PC. You could play them with a cloud subscription and the low cost of entry. The thing that you celebrate is the thing that's the Achilles heel to selling a console. Like I've been saying this for years. It's like you guys are celebrating the thing that's going to be the demise of the console. Like you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Right.
You know, you want a game that's going to move the console. Yeah, Blade's exclusive. Go buy an Xbox and go play it. But it's never going to be the case, because
You know what's crazy about this, guys? They still don't understand. They still don't understand the way Xbox does this business. Let me get the super chat. Sorry, 1 second. Elamonto with a 5. PlayStation does the same all the time, but if you have nothing to announce, you gotta stay quiet. Facts, bro. What? I'll talk about it in 1 second. Jigga J with a 2. Ponies are down bad. Ponies are in distress. Facts, bro. He's talking about a roadmap. A roadmap. They have announced all of these games coming for the Xbox ecosystem. Now that's a problem. Before, go back a few years ago, Xbox announced something. Xbox, please show a concept art. Please show something of one of the future games you're talking about. Get us excited. Make us excited. Who remembers that? The homie Dirt remembers that. I know that for a fact. He remembers that. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, all of the future games that's announced, that's a roadmap. We know we got these games. At least we know games are coming out now for the Xbox ecosystem. 1 second. We know all of these games are coming out for the Xbox ecosystem. That's what makes us excited. When they announce a game like Overdose at the Game Awards, when they announce a game like Blade at the Game Awards, Contraband, we got the most recent one that came out on Twitter, Wu-Tang game. When they announce that games, we get excited because we know our future lineup is looking great. Regardless if the games don't come out in 2024, 2025, 2026, at least that we know games are coming. That's what we're talking about. But for some reason, right here, right now, time exclusives don't matter. Second party and third party deals don't matter anymore. But when it comes to the PlayStation, when it comes to time exclusives, second or third party games, it matters right now because their first party lineup is looking like dog crap. That's what it is. Let's continue this.
Because you celebrated this whole play everywhere type thing, and every single step that Microsoft took diminished the need for a console. So even if you have the incredible games, it's not going to move the console at all because of the world that Microsoft built. So I don't understand. You're never going to get that comeback moment because the way the ecosystem has been built, and you celebrated it instead of criticizing it, going, that's not what I want as an Xbox fan. Like, I want the console to be essential to the business so that I know what I'm getting when I invest in that console, that this is the best experience that you're going to offer. Then you could go put it everywhere, but make sure that I'm paying for the best experience. I buy an Apple product, I expect Apple to give me the best experience on that Apple product, right?
When people buy Game Pass, it's monthly, right? So, but if you add it up, how much is Game Pass a year? Like,
it's like
over
200. It's $270.
It's
or
$17
okay,
a month,
so,
right? It's $17, $18 a month.
So it's $270. What did you say? $270 a year?
Oh wait, I'll get you.
Yeah.
It's they don't even sell a year of it. It's $17.
No, what I'm saying is, you pay for it monthly.
It's
and how much would it add
to? It's like $18. No, it's $18 a year. $18 a month times 12. It's $216.
Okay, so $216. With that $216, let's be honest.
Yeah, right.
With
Ryan.
that $216,
I was gonna say Ryan says right now. So exclusive now just means not on PlayStation. PlayStation can't have it. That's what exclusive means. Anywhere but PlayStation.
For a year, with that $216 you spent for your Game Pass, you realistically could have just waited to the end of the year until they had their Game Award sales, their Black Friday sales, and you could have picked the games.
Do you hear this crap? Do you hear this crap? All of a sudden, when it comes to the Game Pass, if you're paying $17 a month, why don't you wait till the end of the year to get sales? We can say the same crap about the PlayStation first party. Why buy the games day one? Why buy the games day one? Make it make sense. We got Hi-Fi Rush. That was a $50 game, I believe. $40, $50, $60. I can't remember. Redfall was a $60, $70 game. Starfield was a $70 game. Forza Motorsport was a $70 game. That's more than $200+ on its own in terms of first party games. Abdul, we need to sort that out, bro. I need to sort my Game Pass out. We need to sort it out. I need to talk to you again. I'm trying to find some good deals. That alone, forget about the second and third party games. That alone is a big difference. And they're arguing about... Listen, I'm just going to go into that there. Jacob Novick with the 50 sec. What's going on, Playboy? He goes, hi, Sean. Insomniac got hacked and the info about them working on the Spider-Verse game came out. For the ponies who claim we hacked them, get your punk ass out of there. Really? They said we hacked them? Good. I'm glad they got hacked. 1 second, put that. That's nice. The Griggity with the 5. They're only arguing the console sales because PlayStation is winning, and that's the only narrative they have left. That's only that's the only narrative they have left. Facts there. Talking about console sales, they're still sticking to the old ways. They still believe that, listen, the console sale, let's stick to that. Xbox business is totally different. They put the games in different places. That's how they do their business. But you guys are still stuck on PlayStation console sales. It's crazy to me, man. Let's continue this because these dudes really came out and said that why don't you wait till the end of the year and wait for sales? We can say the same stuff. These are the same dudes talking about the first 4 months for PlayStation. Imagine me saying, you know what? Don't buy them games day one for $70. Wait till the end of the year when the sales happen to buy them. Oh, like, they're stupid, man.
Look at the games that are on
$30 a pop, $20 a pop here and there. I mean, a lot of games came out this year, and I will honestly say this year gaming was amazing. A lot of games came out, but I don't think any of the games
that were that like how many of those were on Game Pass?
I don't think any of the games, when you look at these nominations, I don't think any of these games were in Game Pass.
Look, some of them were even on Xbox.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Jesus,
Someone wanted an Xbox.
Like Zelda, Mario.
Note, let me make this point. They said that some of these games that will come out this year wasn't even nominated. Forza Motorsport, first party. Hi-Fi Rush, Starfield. Do I need to say more? They're going for Zelda, Mario. Listen. Sea of Stars. Remnant 2, but I'm talking like day one. But look, them games on. Listen. I know what the angle is. I know what this guy's angle
Spider-Man,
is.
none of them were on Xbox.
Resident Evil 4. I mean, good
that
game. Wasn't in Game Pass.
Diablo
Yeah,
wasn't in
you
Game
know.
Pass. Mortal Kombat,
Yeah,
Street
yeah.
Fighter. Like, what games? I'm a crazy at Chia one. I love Chia. Chia was a great game. That was a day
Chia
one
was
PlayStation
awesome.
game in
Dude,
the service.
Wait. Liza P was in Game Pass, I believe.
Liza
P
was a big
was in
game. Yeah, that
Pass.
was the big get for this
Yeah.
year.
And
but like,
Hi-Fi
Chia
Rush, I
won.
think that was it.
That was pretty good. I
Hi-Fi
like
Rush,
Chia.
Liza P. I think that was it.
Sea
When
of
you look at all
Stars-
these games
Sea of
getting
Stars was in
nominated,
Game
there's
Pass? Or not?
Yeah, but Sea
I
of
don't-
Stars was in PS Plus.
See how they note? Have you noticed not talking about Starfield? Let's see if they talk about it. Starfield is dead. Starfield still got nominated for RPG. Forza Motorsport won 2 awards. Hi-Fi Rush won 1 award. And what does that tell you? Is that Game Pass fodder? Is that Game Pass quality? Let me get the super chat, then we continue. Big Boy Mike with the 2, and yeah, Xbox is making more profit. Big Boy Mike, next year is going to be brutal. Let me tell you something. The mechanic, I reckon they're going to leave Starfield on purpose. They're going to leave that crap on purpose. Let's see.
Plus 2.
It was in PS
Oh,
Plus
yeah,
too.
it
Also,
came on
yeah.
both of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
it was
going-
on
they're
both
going
of
through
them,
the
I
list.
think. So, but I'm just looking at, like, if I really look at this list and I'm like, I want to buy the best of the best, why do I need Game Pass? And at the end of the year,
Buying them.
I can just take that $217 and just buy all the games I really want.
And I go
Do you hear that? By the end of the year, if it's $220 for Game Pass, blah, 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 whatever they call it, I'll buy it by the end of the year on sales. We can say the same thing with PlayStation games. We could say the same thing. Wait till the end of the year, whatever games coming out next year, get them on sale. Why pay the full 70? Make it make sense. These ponies are stupid. Support the devs. I mean, come on, they don't support nothing, these guys. They're full of it. Dudes are telling, look, this is what these PlayStation dudes are doing. These dudes are hurt so bad because Xbox has more games announced, a better future roadmap. Game Pass is slapping the crap out of PlayStation Plus. So they're trying to say that, you know what? Buy the game at the end of the year on sale. Like, yo, these guys are crazy, man.
back to Matt Piscatello. The big trend they seen this year was people pulling off the subscriptions and buying games that they want. And the subscription
buying their
fatigue
onesies and twosies.
set in this year. So
that's exactly what happened.
And that's why and this is across the board. And you got to remember, and I say this again.
Wait. Remnant 2 just went to Game Pass.
Remnant
2
that was
just went to Game Pass.
But think about Frog. Like even that was such a great get, and it was such a stealth drop.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, they didn't really advertise it because, like I said, Game Pass. They just throw stuff in there. They don't advertise it.
Dude.
I don't understand I don't understand who they're for. I don't get it.
Right. And that's the problem. Microsoft, and that's that kind of goes to the whole messaging thing with the whole like we're everywhere, but dude, why is that doing that? I don't know why that's doing that. I don't know what.
Dude, what is that?
It's the air horn, but I'm not touching anything. It's like a ghost air horn.
Yeah, Remnant's a hard game, bro.
I'm not touching it. I'm keeping my hands off.
I'll be finished up with this, bro.
Wait, Jez and Frog, did you guys see the Bethesda like press release or whatever for Blade?
Yeah, I have that.
It literally says in early development. Dude, that's gonna be 5 years from now. That's gonna be a launch
They
game.
should not have talked about that game.
Game night 1, 2, 3. Yo, let me tell you, game night 1, 2, 3 with the 5. He goes right here. He says, "Fizz right to his super chat. Thank you, game night." He goes, Arcane literally just said that they started development for Blade. So 2027 or 28. How can anyone be excited for games that far out? And on top of that, like what everybody was saying with Arcane, I just want to say
it's just a Marvel IP. But outside of that, like I don't know what it's gonna be. If all we know, it could be a freaking third person freaking game that's in vein of freaking, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like
they
something
made
like XCOM.
Deathloop, right?
Yeah.
They made Deathloop. So like You could already see, and I will just show the trailer. Like you could.
If
This
it
is
has
the
a
one thing.
Deathloop art style, I won't be too pissed because I don't think Deathloop was a horrible looking game. I just don't like Arcane's art style. I think their art style is a joke.
I know. That's the thing. Like you
Yeah,
could
but
already,
Jez,
you could
they're all
see it.
lying about it though. That's the thing. So like Arcane, yes, there's Leon and Austin, but dude, it's almost like saying Insomniac has two different studios. One made Ratchet, one made Spidey. Dude, it's the same studio. So that Harvey Smith guy who's at Arcane Austin, he made Dishonored. It's the same. It's the same people. Yes, it is.
I hate Dishonored.
It is the same people. But they said from Dishonored and people that made that thing.
I don't like Dishonored.
But you could already you could already see.
Let's cut the crap off now. All right. Okay. They're talking about Blade. One second. What's this here? They're talking about Blade. They said that they announced it way too early. Way too early. Guys, when was Wolverine announced? Please remind me. They agreed to be the 5. Remember, these dudes were original members of Planet Xbox. Facts, bro. Facts.
Daddy, how do you do?
Remind me, guys. When did they announce that game? Remind me, when did they announce that game? They're saying Blade will be coming out in 2026, 2027. When was that announced? That game? When was that announced? Please tell me. 2021. When is that game coming out? It's been 2 years, guys. We still haven't seen nothing of it. Next year, we'll get to see something in 2024. That'll be 3 years, guys. They did a teaser announcement. And when it comes to Marvel Blade, the reason why they wanted to announce it is because it's the 50th year for Blade. It's 50 years for Blade this year. So they wanted to announce it. 50 years, and they want to announce that, look, we're making this game. That's what it is. Wolverine won't come out till 2025 at best. Latest, maybe late 2024, which I doubt. But Jacob, I know they've been working on Blade since January 2022. I think COVID affected that, but they had the plan. They got a plan. They're gonna execute it. They're probably going full production right now, or maybe more. But they've been working on that for a bit. Wolverine was announced in 2021. We've not seen nothing of it. Blade just got announced right now. Let's see how that plays out. These dudes never complained about when that got announced in 2021. What they're saying, why did they announce that game? That game is not coming out for another 5 years, 4 years. Nobody complained about that stuff. They don't complain about that. When it comes to the PlayStation games, they don't complain about that. But all of a sudden, when Xbox announces something, it's a problem. It's a big problem right now. That's what makes me laugh, guys. That's what makes me laugh. When Xbox does it, it's a problem. But when PlayStation does it, take your time, PlayStation. Don't worry about it, PlayStation. We know it's going to be quality PlayStation. I'm going to spend $100 on that PlayStation. That's what they do. That's what they love to do when it comes to PlayStation. These dudes are so hurt, and Dirt made a great point with his super chat. These dudes were Xbox guys. They were Xbox guys. They were capping for Xbox back then they flip-flop. Now what's happening right now? They're capping for PlayStation, and they've seen the roadmap for Xbox. They've seen the future games for Xbox. That's what we're talking about. But I'll say this when I close. I'm going to close this out right now because it's getting a bit late. I will say this, my homies. Shout out to the 295 people still here rocking out with me. I will say this. When PlayStation announced games like Spider-Man, The Last of Us, God of War, they were 2, 3, 4 years out. When the time came, then when them games dropped, as Xbox guys were like, oh crap. Holy crap. Look at these games. Look at the reviews. This is the same back in 2019, 2020, when Xbox announced all of them games, Hellblade, Contraband, State of Decay, the Forza games, whatever you want to call them. South of Midnight announced this year. When these games get announced, when the time comes, look at what's happening with Hellblade next year. Avowed. Other future games as well. Towerborn. They're talking about South of Midnight making next year. It's going to drop. It's going to come out. And it's going to do damage. That's what we're talking about here. I love the future of Xbox. I love what they announced so far. Because we got so many games in the pipeline that we know that this game is coming out. This game is coming out. That's what we're talking about, the roadmap. I'm not worried about that. I just love to see that we got games announced. That's what I want. Let me have some water before I close it out. How can you say you can't be excited for Xbox? How can you say that? Why is Xbox announcing this too early? Why are they announcing Blade? This is the partnership with Marvel as well. They want to announce it for the 50th year. Fable's got announced. Fable's probably won't come out for another 2 years. But we know what it looks like. We got a rough idea. It's good to see that game. It's good to see games get announced. At least we know we got games in the pipeline. Before we didn't know nothing besides Halo, Gears and Forza. That's the only thing we knew back then. Do you know what I mean? So, but now it's a problem. Having this future game is a big problem. That's crazy to me, guys. Absolutely crazy to me. You want water? Okay. That's what I'm talking about. But guys, listen. Shout out to the guys who rocking out with me. Great time, great topics. This week on TTS, 1 p.m. I believe. We'll be having a lot of fun. We got some more stuff to talk about, but these ponies are losing it. You pony bots out there, I told you I'm going to break your jaw next year. If I see you guys at the Xbox Game Showcase, I'm breaking your jaw. You complain about every single thing. Where is the Xbox logo for Blade? Are you happy now? Are you happy? It's done right now. It makes me... Bro, listen. It's a joke. You PlayStation gamers out there are a joke. Guys, I appreciate you guys for dropping by. TTS is going to be a lot of fun with the homie there and that. We're going to have some good... we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. Okay, I'll show you. But guys, take care, be safe, and keep talking that talk. I'm out.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why can't there never be a white weirdo? Why does it have to be a black weirdo? Why can't there be a white weirdo? Why is it always a black weirdo? Why can't there be a white weirdo? Shout out to you guys in the chat. Keep talking that talk. I love it. Love you guys. We out. Shout out to the boxing director.